Hello. How are you? I'm Priscilla, and I'm getting set up comfortably to illustrate. Now, it might not be comfortable for you. That's going to be turned sideways. There's nothing I can do about that. I want to share this process with you, and I want to be able to read some of your comments too as I'm going. But I'm going to tell you what, I am going to get lost in this, but I'm going to get all of my TikToks are going to be uploaded to YouTube from all my lives from here. So the first thing I want to do, that I want to do on this one that I have not done in the past, is really pay attention to where my, I really want to pay attention to where my title goes, and written and illustrated by Priscilla Holiston, because I've kind of left that off of my other ones. So I kind of want to make that happen here. So good morning, we are in the chateau and we are going to create some things today. So I've used the base of my lamp that's here. I've used that to make my circle. This is a little approximation of how I want to lay this page out. But I want to write this freehand, and I don't want to get precious with the feel of this. But I think I'm gonna use this lid. I got this lid in the basement. It's not big enough. I'm not gonna get precious with it. I'm gonna do it freehand. I am not a computer. This is not AI. This is real time illustrating for my new book, Spring Fairies. So here we go. I'm just gonna jump in here and go. Let's do this. Let's do it. I'm loving it already. I'm loving it already. The hardest part of doing something is starting. So we have started now. That was a little bit big. Let's go a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. I have the windows open beside me. You hear the church bells ringing. And we are illustrating a book. A brand new fairy tale that the world has never heard before. We are going to make this happen. And the window that I have open, it's spring in here now. It is spring in here now. And I think what I'm going to do, I have to really think through my letters, because because I'm dyslexic and I have to really think about that. Sorry. And I think I wrote fairies out here, but I think I kind of want to put fairies down below here. Because this is now kind of feeling like the whole wide world for me. And I kind of want to put something up here. I'm feeling something up here. So I'm just going to go with my instincts. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to put fairies right here. Trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition. I'm so glad I did this freehand and not with a ruler. I'm so happy. And I hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Church bells are ringing here in France. It is, what time is it? It's 11:02. I don't know what time lunch is today. I'm scared it's at noon. I'm gonna start skipping breakfast here, because I have to just focus on this creating this. have that one bigger for a reason. You'll see. You'll see. Now, down here, I do want to put written and illustrated by Priscilla Holiston. I did not do that the last time. And I'm going to take breaks here and there as I'm doing this to get, I'm doing this illustration in this. Now, I haven't decided that's my chateau. That might be a guess. That might be one of the gatehouses, truthfully. I don't know. But that's just a little bit of how I'm doing the illustrations. And hopefully I have a good connection and you can see. Spring Fairies, and I'm gonna put my written and illustrated down here. And I will do this. I will take this is a chocolate biscuit box to put the line for my letters here. I'm just gonna hold that here. Written and written and illustrated by. Written and illustrated by. It is chilly here. I have my, I don't know if I can lift that up to show you. I can't. Gotta take the whole stand. I have these windows open and I gotta close them a little bit because it is chilly. It's super spring here at the chateau. We are at the chateau in France and we're focusing on illustrating and writing a book, Spring Fairies, set in a chateau in France. I gotta close these windows or put a coat on, and I don't want to put a coat on. Give me 1 second. I love hearing the birds and the water. That's better. Okay. So I have a little layout here of how I want this to look. And I was gonna go look at some books and reference pictures, but I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go for it. These are gonna be Lily of the Valley. These are gonna be little fairies. Spoiler alert, the flowers are gonna turn to fairies. Spoiler alert, if you wanna be surprised by the book, stop watching now. I wanna give this some thickness to it, kinda, sorta. Like a little braid there, can you see that? Okay, and I wanna put, I think up here, let's put a tulip up here. I can hear someone working in the studio above me. And I love that. Okay, we got a tulip. Let's put, what next? Let's put our little mouse here, because we want a little mouse here. My little mouse, I haven't really thought about him a lot. But I kind of want him to be, I want him to be very, this is super cute. I kind of want him to have little trousers. A mouse in trousers. This is our fairy tale, and the mouse can be however we want the mouse to be. This one's gonna have little trousers on. I want him to have a little, he's not gonna be a smiling mouse. He's gonna be a mouse with character. He's gonna be a sweet little mouse. But we want him to have some character. Just made his eye way too big there. Oh, he looks almost low. That's good. This mouse he has little attitude. And I'm going totally in ink. Totally in ink. I'm not using a pencil first. I'm either being brave or crazy. I'm putting stripes on his shirt. I'm gonna put a little pocket on the front of his pants. He'll keep something in that pocket. Okay, little mouse. Let's put, okay, we have the flowers are really important. And so is our cat named Dusty. I think I'm gonna put the cat here. And I was gonna do little sketches of these, but I don't want to. I want to get right into these. I'm gonna put our cat here. And I think I'm gonna keep the cat simple. What was on my paper? I just squished a little bug on my paper. This is gonna be an orange kitty, like the Chateau cat. And if you watch our TikTok, if you watch our Facebook, you'll see the inspiration for this cat, Dusty. Okay, so we need a cat. What else? This is what we mapped out last night. Daffodil. I need a daffodil. And maybe here, I'm gonna just come and take a little line right through here. let's put a little line right through here. And let's get our chateau. Let's draw the chateau. Let's draw the chateau. The chateau has big windows. I think I'm going to do arches on the windows. I love arches on the windows. We'll put panes in these. We'll put a little door here on this side. This can be another big window here. This is kind of my reference, but not really. Let's do this window like this. I'm making a lot of stained glass windows like this at home. And let's put a windowsill on here. Let's put shutters on here. Let's also put a windowsill on here. Okay, next part of the chateau. Top of this chateau, there is I think there's a chicken on top of it, on the, whatever this is. I think on this one, we're gonna put a bird. Just a little nondescript bird up there. Some little, let's do 3 little windows. Let's do 3 little windows. Three little windows, and let's just give them a center opening. Okay, and let's get our grand entrance down here. I want that to be that style. I'm gonna put a little curly cues in here. Don't know what they are. And I kind of want to have it that it is leaning a little bit. These old chateaus are not pristine. They're wonky. We'll put our little door entrance And then back in here, we're going to put another door. That's going to be all. We'll do a glass on the top, wood at the bottom. We'll do a little doorknob plate there. And then here we'll put some just to create that feel. Want a lot of steps. We don't want a lot of steps up to the chateau. Chateaus are famous for having lots of steps. We'll keep this one more comfy. More comfy. Hello, hello. We are drawing in a chateau. We're drawing a chateau in a chateau. And up here, I kind of want to put a curly Q around because I do love a curly Q. I wanted a curly Q that I can color. And I kind of want, let's put a skinny window here. A real skinny window here. That has a little bit of a roof on it. You'll see that better when we paint. And then let's go with another bit of the chateau coming out here. In this part of the chateau, we'll put a roof on it, and on the roof, I want to put 3. I want to put 3 swans up here. Swans are going to play a part of this story. I don't want to go with the flamingo look. Swans. They'll turn into swans once I paint them. They're going to be on the roof up here. And this roof is going to be shingles. And I want to make them all different sizes. All different shapes of shingles. Sometimes there's nothing for it, but to just take the time. Take the time and do it. The birds are singing. Oh my gosh, this is paradise here. Everyone is having a lovely Sunday. It is 11:21 a.m. in France. Hello, does the chateau accept beginner artists? Yes, go apply. Tell them Priscilla sent you. Do you ever get anxiety drawing in pen? Nope. I love to draw in pen. I don't like to draw in pencil. What happens to me is I overthink it too much when I can erase. I jokingly once, my granddaughter was looking for an eraser at my place, and I said, honey, I don't have any erasers because I don't make mistakes. And I'm going to write that down. I'm writing things down for Martin. And I don't have any erasers because I don't make mistakes. And let me clarify that before you think I'm big-headed. I know I don't make, I know I make mistakes. I acknowledge that, but I embrace them. Like there on that little smile, look. I'll give that little smile a little something. We'll give it little whiskers, why not? Yeah, I love imperfection. That's the beautiful part of this life, is imperfection. So we were having a discussion about, do we work until it's perfect, or do we work until it's finished? How do we do this? And I think a lot of people are looking for perfection. And I personally waste a lot of time on looking for it. I don't look for it. I'm just going right in there with a pen. I have too much art in me that wants to come out to make time for erasing things. And everybody's different. The way I do things is not for everybody. I know this and acknowledge this. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I'm making these shingles a little bit bigger when they get to the bottom. And that's okay. We're going to put watercolor on this stuff. It's going to come out super cool. I'm just going to go with these little... I just don't want them all to be lapping, lapping, lapping. And I think here, maybe I'll put a little water spout coming down here. This can be a little rain stop. Let's put a little rain barrel down here. We can water the garden with that rain barrel. A little one that's like a little double window. Put a line in between there that we can paint. And the big one, I'm gonna make the big one kind of feel like it's sticking out a little bit. I have always wanted to have a window that had a sticky out part to it. This can be that window for us. This can be our sticky out window. Here we can make our stones now. That will be like the conservatory window with stones. You have such a critical eye when it comes to your work. And if that works for you, that works for you. Such a critical eye when it comes to your work. And if that works for you, that works for you. Just you do what feels right for you. She has the chateau location tagged. Yes, you cannot spell it. This is the chateau right here. Chateau Orquevo. Chateau Orquevo. And I highly recommend everybody come to a residency here. It's been brilliant so far. Hello. The time is 11:27 a.m. Okay, so we got a rain barrel. I think this window here, This window here, let's leave that open. Let's leave that open. I'm going to put shutters here. Let's put shutters there. Let's put a little fancy something up here. Let's set a little bench here. A little bench would be a good thing. Let's set a little bench here. A little bench would be a good thing. A little bench will give us something for the cat to sit on with little twisty legs. Little curlicue legs for the bench. And let's go with a little heart for the back of the seat. We're going to come in here and paint this. Once this gets painted, it's going to change. The windows, I'm going to tell you, the windows in a chateau, they don't really have curtains. Point of reference, they don't really have curtains. These have self-storing shutters. These windows do not have curtains here. That's the beauty of writing this in a chateau. How fun is that? And you don't want to spoil the view here. I have been oogling out the window all morning. Oh my goodness. It's so precious here. Okay, so here, in my little sketch last night, in paintings, not your curtains. Oh, window needs curtains. In painting. In here, you mean? I'm going to leave that open because the chateaus are notoriously private. So you can leave the windows open. I got a shower this morning. Those are notoriously private. So you can leave the windows open. I got a shower this morning. There's a secret garden to this. The first page, this is going to be our cover for the book. First page is going to have a map. So behind the chateau, there's a walled garden. There's a walled garden back here. So I'm going to put that little start of the wall right back here. Little wall. And I have to figure it out because from up here, there just won't be any windows on that side because the kids get into the garden. But we have to discover, they're going in through these two trees. There are two trees that have grown up so big, they have obscured the entrance to the garden. And I'm going to tie this. They have obscured the entrance to the garden. And I'm going to tie this together with something I'm actually doing in my church. These will be our little roots. We are going to paint these. But for now, right here, I'm going to just line art over there for these trees, branches. That can be it. The branches from the trees hide the garden, so they can't see what's in there. And they're also filled with incredible birds. Big old trees. And then there's gnarled rocks in here because there really is an entrance to the secret garden. The children discover it. These trees have grown so big, the stones have grown right in the trees. This is a stone wall. So I'm just going to draw like I'm drawing my stones in here. Once we start painting this will all come together. How is everybody on this Sunday? Thank you for being here. And I put up some TikToks that have 0 views. No one can see them. I have no idea why. Does anybody know why? I uploaded a couple TikToks yesterday that 0 views. I can't download them. I can't do anything with them. They're up there. They say 0. I can play them back on my phone, but I can't do anything else. Scary. They were really good ones too. Annoys me when that happens. When we go down to lunch, I have to ask the lady that's beside me if my talking in here bothers her because she's a writer. So I need to talk quieter probably. I don't want to bother anybody. Stone wall to the secret garden. To the secret garden. These are, without one doubt, my favorite pen in the world to do drawings with. When we put our stone color on here, I think we're going to go with a gray. I think the chateau is going to be pink. This is going to come to life, and I hope to be able to watercolor this after lunch. That's my goal. To finish the cover today. And the cover for me, I think, is my starting point for a book. And everybody, I'm really learning this here because I'm with a whole bunch of other writers and artists. Everybody's starting points are different. My starting point is going to be the book cover. It's sort of like me taking a note. So I'm going to put lawn back in here. Then I think right here, we're going to put a bush. And this is going to be a lilac bush. And I'll do that with the paints. Lilac bushes have hearts for leaves. Did you know that? I love them. Okay, so that's our book. Let's put back here, put another bit of landscape back there. And let's see on our map. Here's the chateau, secret garden. Oh, the wild woods is back behind there. Okay, great. So back here, I'm going to be able to take, and I'm just going to put some, again, you will paint them, I will paint them, we will paint them. Let's put some woods back in here. I'm not going to get very precious with this because I'm going to make a little path back here because something that I'm seeing at the chateau just now, and I'll show you this. Look, there are paths all over on the chateau. Look out the window. Look at that window. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Thanks for following, Lightshine. So this is a real proper French chateau where I'm writing this book, and looky what I'm sitting right beside, the wild woods. So when I look over there, I see some pine trees. I see deciduous trees. And this is the important thing here. And thanks for all the likes, guys. Tap it and share it. I really want to share this experience in France with everybody. Up, 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 up in that tall tree up there. Do you see the green up there? There's green balls. Anybody know what those green balls in the tree are? Anybody? I know somebody has to be watching that knows. Can I ask what's the difference from creating where? Oh, why the chateau? It's an artist residency. So an artist residency is this amazing chateau. It's an artist residency. So an artist residency is this amazing opportunity to come and not have to worry about anything but creating. At home, I would be worrying about what DIY project we were doing or, things like food, whatnot. It's mistletoe. Easier had it right. Big balls of mistletoe. How cool is it? And it only grows where the air is super pure. So that's going to be my model. Look at the color. See all the green happening here? We are in France at Orquevaux, and it's just as pretty as it can be. But back to there's a lot of paths around the chateau. And then over here, you can't see them. There's like waterfalls, and there's more paths, lots of paths. So I think on our picture, we need to have paths. We need to have some paths there. My little mouse, I'm gonna change his eyes. I got a little crazy on his eyes. I'll fix them up though. And thank you for the love. The more you tap and share, the more people will discover what I'm doing. And I really want to inspire people to chase after your dream. Do what lights you up. Do what makes you happy. Create. So we're gonna put some trees in here now that have mistletoe on them. And remember, this is happening in the spring. This book is written about the spring. So we're going to go with spring colors in here. These will look like Dr. Seuss trees, but now you know why. Because of the mistletoe. I'm just going to first draw some branches out. Put our branches out first. And then the mistletoe balls, I'm going to take and I'm going to make them with my pen. I'm going to color them in green. And when people see them, it will be explained in the story. But, and they only seem to be, they don't come down at the ground. They're up high. They're all up high. High, high, high. So we're going to have our wild woods feel here. I want to get the cover really, really right. You live in LA? Not sure. Mistletoe lives there. Nope, does not. There's somebody here from LA. She's a writer. Gonna put some tree roots in by the wild woods. And back here, back behind, we'll put some more trees with their little branches going up. There's just a million branches on these. Just a million branches on them. But I want to put our little mistletoes. And it's so great. I can look out the window and see. Just see. I'm so happy that I'm here. I'm so thankful for this experience. Okay, there's one of those there. So we got our little path going around here. Let's make our little path just turn this away. Our little chateau path. I'll just put some little, it's gravel on there. Okay. They will be developed more detail, etc. in the stories, in the pages that we're doing. Right now I just want to put some of the ink feels. We're doing ink first. And everyone tell me what you think of this idea. When I get done with this, do you want me to photograph just the ink and then offer it out as like a coloring book or a painting book? Does anybody like that idea? For the whole book, if I did cover to end, I took my line art. If I took images of my line art, is anybody interested in that sort of thing? Angelia loves that idea. You love that idea? Yay, it's a superb idea. I didn't know if it was a good idea. I like the idea. Like, I would love, there have been books that I looked at, and so you know what? Oh my gosh. I just got chills. I just got chills. I did this in Pennsylvania at the Frankenstein table. I did not know these trees would be covered in mistletoe. And look what I made. I made sort of like the little mistletoe balls in Pennsylvania. And look what I made. I made sort of like the little mistletoe balls in Pennsylvania. Oh my goodness. So many little coincidences have been happening. I love it when that happens. I love it. Okay, so we got our mistletoe. I'm going to put some more branches up here because you can never have too many tree branches. And when illustrating with line art, I love, but it's also super intimidating because you're like committing yourself to this. I'm just gonna put some little feels there of shadow. Okay, let's get back here because I need more flowers. I'm gonna put the flowers here. And let me look at the map. How does my chateau drive comes up in front of the chateau. So in front of the chateau, there will be a drive. Put the drive like that. Put the drive like that. That's the drive going in front of it. And the chateau we also need right in front of it. And the chateau we also need right in front of it. I need a lot of things in here. I'm not going to go too crazy with the cover because I want to, maybe daffodil, lilac, tulip, hyacinths. I kind of want to put in, I kind of just feel like tulip needs to be here. And remember this is a kind of like just getting your ideas on a pad. I was not married to this. We are not married to that. And I think here, I'm going to be able to give a little foreshadowing because here, I'm going to make a little smile, a little nose, and a little fairy. And she'll kind of disappear. she'll kind of disappear when I paint this, but they're gonna be flower fairies. Okay, spring fairies, and I'm gonna keep this pale, and I'm gonna keep spring and fairies, the word. Great idea to cultivate interest in your book for children. Children's books, you're a teacher. Yes. See, this is my third fairy tale about the seasons. The first fairy tale about the seasons that I wrote is Lady of the Leaves. I wrote and illustrated this in September. And I do it in, I write all of my things in, it's a rhyming story. So this is the first fairy tale, Lady of the Leaves. This is how the leaves turn colors in the autumn. So she's for autumn, and then the real Jack Frost is winter. And the real Jack Frost, it's set in Scotland, and it's exactly what it says it is. It's a story of the real Jack Frost. And it's a lovely little story. And then Spring Fairies is set in France in a chateau, and it's about these fairies who help spring clean the chateau. It's about spring and all the changes of the season. Artist residency. Yeah, everybody is creating individually here at the artist residency. Everybody's working on different projects, but there's a couple things we're collabing on together, some different people and then none of the artists that are here, 2 of them have a TikTok account that they have never used. So I was asked this morning at breakfast if I would be willing to do like a little mini workshop on helping get them started on TikTok, because I really believe doing kind of creating my art live is scary, but it's also wonderful because people like creating my art live is scary, but it's also wonderful because people like, so I think here I'm going to refer to my little sketch pad. In front of the chateau is the drive and then lawn. So that lawn, this lawn, I don't want things to take away from here. I want to draw your eye in. So I might do just like some little like flowers border, that little thing around there, because the flowers and the fairies, they are a big part of this story. And a little boy and girl. I think I'm going to put a little border here. And just do some flowers that we'll paint. I'll draw some in and then we'll paint them in, but yeah, it'll all work out. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And because it's getting closer to us, they can get bigger, but I don't want to overshadow this. And Angie, thank you for following. I am writing and illustrating a book here in France for the month. It's called Spring Fairies. This is detailed writing of kind of how all of this is happening. Oh, I need a ladybug. On here too. But let's finish getting all of our little lines for our flowers. because we'll do this in a really pretty, the paths here are kind of like, the paths at the chateau are kind of like a little, see the color of them. They're beautiful. And I think I have the prettiest room here. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And tell me where you're from and what time it is there. It's 11:53 in France. Almost noon. And I gotta look on my door because I'm not sure what time lunch is today. There's a schedule on the door. Just today. There's a schedule on the door. That's what time lunch is. Know what time lunch is. I don't know what time lunch is. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna keep doing this just now. So Kathleen said in Maine it's 5:53. Good morning. And it's in PA 5:52. UK it's 10:50. We're not far apart there in the UK. Okay. I think lunch is at noon, but I'm not sure. And I am just drawing stems and flowers for the garden here. Flowers play a big part in this story. I just kind of want to get them all sorts of all over. Oh, and I'm going to walk down to the stables today. I'm going to do a TikTok interview with some of the artists that are down there. Consistent time. You'll be on TikTok. I'm going to get into the swing user. I am going to get into the swing of doing it. I'm not quite sure when that will happen, but as soon as I can, I'm going to post for when I'll be going live. Definitely. I want to make this line disappear that I drew in ink. So I'm just kind of drawing around it just to make it hide. And there have been times when I do line art, like right now I'm going to do it. I'm going to write ALEXANDER. That's my grandson, Alexander. And I'm going to write Maggie. Mattie. That's my granddaughter. Thank you. And I think I'll go ahead and I'll write Sarah, SARAH. My girl is Sarah with an H. I'm going to put that in here. And I'm going to write my son Jimmy. Let's put his name up here. JIMMY. There's Jimmy. And I got to put Martin. I'm gonna start a new line. I'm gonna start a new line for Martin. MORTON. There's Martin. And I like to put I don't like to put, I love to put, and I have to put like a piece of me in everything I make. So it's fun putting a piece of people in here too. Like a piece of me in everything I make. So it's fun putting a piece of people in here too. And now I'll fill Martin out. I'll turn Martin into a beautiful flower. Put some leaves on Martin. Look at Martin with leaves. And I'm going to try to save all of these lives onto YouTube. What do you think? Do you ever hide stuff in your artwork? And user, thank you. Always love your content. You're so sweet. Thank you. My name's on here, so I'm not going to put that up in here. Does anybody have a special name you want me to write into the pages? I can do it. Pop a name up if you want me to put a name in. Just say it. Type it. I might not be able to fit everybody, but Jerry. Let's put Jerry in. Jerry's a good name. Jerry. There's Jerry. B, your mom. B is a great name. B-E-A. What else? Bonbon. Let's put Bonbon down here. Bonbon. Bonbon. Joshua. That's a lovely name. Let's put Joshua here. Joshua. Rob. R. There goes the church bells. R-O-B. Mimi. Oh, I have a cousin Mimi. It was her birthday yesterday. Let's put Mimi down here big. M-I. Lily. Lily is lovely. I love that all your names are going on here. Lily. What else do we have? Emily. Let's do Emily. Take Emily a whole way down there. Hunter. I hear lots of footsteps. I think it's lunchtime. Hunter. I could do a page for subscribers. It's a good idea. Lunchtime. Hunter. I could do a page for subscribers. It's a good idea. The fact that you're asking, you're amazing. Thank you. Okay, we got Hunter. Let's do Billy. B-I-L-L-Y. Billy, Nikki. M-I-K-K-I. Teresa. D-R-E-S-A. We did get Hunter. Joan. I'll do this again on another page because I've liked doing this. And you can't really miss lunch here. I'm going to leave it just like that just now. Thank you for giving me names. Church bells ringing. Church bells ringing. I'm going to show you. Kathleen, I will put yours on. I'm going to show you my little setup here. And then I'm going to stop this where we are. This is where we've gotten this morning. I'm so happy with this. I'll turn off my light. This to this looks a little bit different. Spring Fairies. And I think I might put some more flowers around here down in the garden, but I don't want to obscure the chateau. And thanks for following. This is where we are. And this is definitely the prettiest place I've ever created in. This is my home for the next, it's not a month now, till the end of this month. I'm living here, so hear the bell. The church bell's chiming. Look at the view. Look at the view. And it's a misty day here in France. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, they're really chiming. I'm gonna open up my... Show the love. Tap, tap, tap. That's the noon show you're hearing. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Not one of my lives here have gone viral yet. Not one. Not one video I made has gone viral here. You apply for the chateau, and I was lucky enough to win an award. We're gonna go to the church. That church doesn't work. They only have service in there a couple times a year. I'd like to live there. So yeah, there, you got to hear the bell ringing. It's just, it's paradise here. And it's paradise here. And I want you to be part of the process. So like the videos, comment on the videos, hashtag FYP the videos. Whenever you see a live happening, wear your finger out tapping, because what happens is if it goes viral, especially like with my TikToks, I get paid per views. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. It's not a lot, but it helps. And it helps more people find this. And it's not about the money. I want to find people and encourage them to follow their dream. And you can be part of making that happen by sharing it. You can. Definitely. So let's get the world excited. Let's get you excited. And guess what? There's magical... Look, I got this room, my desk where I'm writing everything. There's a picture of a church there. I live in a church out my window. Everything is just sort of wrapped and tied together. And I think we're here. Yeah, we haven't even gained 100 new followers since I've been in France. I don't understand it. I'm not going to worry about it because that's life, but maybe I got to dance. I don't know. Dance in France. You don't want to see me dance. There's a dancer here. I could get him to dance. I could maybe get him to teach me to dance. Well, I'm going to be doing lives all during it. And all during. Every time zone, I'm going to get you. So if you do me a big, big favor, if you see me when I'm on, like it and share it. You can pay to boost your page. I don't have a budget to boost the page. But go watch the TikToks that I've made and tag your friends in them. Like, if you have a friend on TikTok, tag them. If they want a French adventure, this is where it's at. I'm going to go down to lunch. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. I just want to share. I want to share this magic with the world. So, yeah, follow your followers. I can't. You can only follow 10,000 people, and I have almost 100,000 followers. So TikTok won't let you. Unfortunately, I'd follow everybody if I could. But yeah, I don't know why TikTok limits you to follow just 10,000 people. So change your hashtags. I've done a lot of different hashtags. It's so weird. If you could predict what goes viral, yeah, I don't know how people would do it. So I do mix them up, and I'm gonna show you lots of different things here, not just me writing a book, but I want to spur the world on to get after their dreams, because like the water going over that waterfall, that's how our lives are. Once that time goes past, it will never come back again. So I want people to realize like the time is like right now. And hopefully they'll get inspired to do something like that. So everybody have a beautiful day. Thanks for being here. I'll be back after lunch. I was gonna go down to the studios, but I want to finish that. I want to finish our cover today. I want to write it, or I'm sorry, I want to illustrate it and paint it today. So we're gonna line and ink. I'll be back in a little bit, about an hour. Au revoir. Au revoir. Mammy.